Hi friends, we are going to learn production in lower and higher plants. My friends, what is the reproduction? Reproduction is the production of young ones, and it is the very essential phenomena which leads to the continuation of the species. But my friends, in this process, why it is called a reproduction only, not a production? Because the animals, if dogs are the organisms, they can reproduce dogs only. If there are cats, cat can reproduce only cats. It means the young ones are like parents. The organisms are the producers, but they can produce the same organisms like them. It means like parents, and that is called reproduction. My friends, reproduction is of two types: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Firstly, we are going to understand what is the asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is the reproduction where there is no fusion of gametes. What are the gametes, friends? My friends, gamete means those cells which takes part in the fertilization and reproduction. But in asexual reproduction, there are no gametes, and where there are no gametes, it means they cannot fuse with each other. Then there is no fusion and there is no zygote. In this way, asexual reproduction is without fusion of gametes. But you should know what are the gametes. My friends, gamete means the cells which take part in the fertilization. Okay. But in asexual reproduction, the offsprings and parents are genetically and morphologically similar and identical to each other, and that's why the young ones in the asexual reproduction, the young ones which are reproduced by the asexual reproduction are called clones. Why? They are genetically and morphologically identical. And one important thing is that, my friends, asexual reproduction is also called apomixis. Apomixis means there is no mixing of genetic material. It means if there are no fusion, if there are no gametes, then there is no fusion, then there is no mixing of genetic material and the and two different sexes, and that's why the process asexual reproduction is called apomixis. Now we are going to understand the sexual reproduction. My friends, if there is no fusion in asexual reproduction, then definitely there is the fusion in sexual reproduction. But what is the fusion? Fusion of two compatible gametes of sex cells. It means there is the fusion of two different and opposite sex gametes. If there is the sperm and ovum, they are the opposite gametes. When they comes together, then they fuse with each other, they forms zygote in the sexual reproduction. My friends, formation of zygote and embryo, the formation of embryo is called embryogenesis. You know that if there is the word genesis, then genesis is called formation. If there is the embryogenesis, then the formation of embryo. Here the sexual reproduction is the different phenomena to the asexual reproduction, because sexual reproduction is having the fusion of two different sexes and the two different gametes. Okay, and that's why it is called amphimixis. Amphimixis means there is the mixing of two different gametes and they form zygote, and it is called sexual reproduction. There are some different divisions, and the divisions of cells occurs in the sexual reproduction. Those divisions are called mitosis and meiosis. My friend, you know that cell is divided in two manners. That may be mitotic division and meiotic division. And in the sexual reproduction, the somatic cell and germ cells, two cells are there in the body of organisms. But in asexual reproduction, there is only somatic cells takes part. But in sexual reproduction, the germ cell is the very important cell which is converted into the gamete by the mitotic and meiotic division. But my friend, in sexual reproduction, the parents and the offsprings are not similar to each other, because there are two parents and two parents take part into the reproduction, and that's why two different genetic material is mixed with each other and the offspring is not similar to the parents. In this way, the very important thing we have learned here, that is the asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Thank you.